Oh, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've just said bye-bye to one day special. Well, that sold out a while ago, actually, between you and me. And we say welcome to a brand new one-day special.
Yes.
And it is such a perfect duo. And a shocking price as well, Nikki.
I can't believe the price, actually, because I actually went to buy these about a month ago. They were on, weren't they?
Yes.
And the original price was 30.
Yeah, you're saving £35.
Yeah.
So one of them, you're paying less for both of them than you would for one.
But I missed them.
You missed them?
I waited until the very end and missed
Okay.
it. So I was so pleased when I was asked to actually bring these on the show.
OK, so I wonder how many people you're speaking for today, Nikki, that missed them last time.
I know definitely one person out there, my friend Lorraine, because she missed it as well.
Really, Lorraine, do not miss them again, Lorraine. We are talking to you out there. And if your name is randomly Lorraine and we're speaking to you, then sorry.
Well, we talk to everyone.
It's busy out there. It's very busy out there already.
The thing is, you are going to get perfect stamping with these. You obviously see me using my acrylic blocks.
Yes.
OK? Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I saw these, as I say, about a month ago, and I thought, oh my goodness, I need them, I want them, OK? Because I know that there's lots of types of stamping techniques that these are going to be so useful for. And it wasn't until I got mine a few days ago, because obviously I've been playing with it.
Yeah.
I've realised it is actually one of those tools that I'm going to have in the craft room and going to be using time and time again. Because do you know how many times I stamp something and think, I haven't quite put enough pressure on that, not enough ink, and then you can't go back in and do it.
Yes.
But with these, you do.
And I'm pretty certain they've sold out before, and we've struggled to have them back and struggled to keep them in stock and all that sort of stuff.
You actually had the lady herself here, I heard.
We did, yeah, we did, of course. And just to see, I mean, from the USA, from New Jersey, no less. And you are getting both of them as well. I mean, that one, you can imagine it in a tote bag, can't you? You can take that with you.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really, really nice, handy size if you do sort of like your smaller cards. And then you've obviously got the larger one that you can create your bigger scenes with or your bigger stamps. I mean, you know, let's face it, we can get some big stamps. There's some big stamps out there.
Yeah. Big ones that are quite unwieldy, and if you've got the big block as well, or you're trying to get pressure everywhere, like you say about
and if you're actually watching this and you're kind of thinking, right, OK then, but I use rubber stamps. Can I use rubber stamps with it? You can use rubber stamps, and you can use clear stamps with it as well.
Yeah. You just take the foam out.
You just take the foam out, and they are so easy to use. As I say, it's something that I wish I'd had years ago.
Yeah, it's a brilliant tool.
Would have saved me a lot of time and a lot of paper.
And thrown away results. Oh gosh, I haven't done that quite right.
So to be perfectly honest, this first show, we're just really going to be having a play with it, show you how you can use it, mix and match some different stamps, because we've got a lot of stamps on the show as well. Just to show you how it is, and they are really lightweight as well. And it's also got like this felt rubber on the back, so that it isn't going to move when you're actually using it. Because another one of my things is I tend to use my glass mat and then things kind of slide around, my paper slides around, but with this it doesn't, because you've got your magnets in there, nice and lightweight, easy to carry around if you're going to your classes.
Well, look, we've just launched with a brand new big stock, and already 10% is gone in like, what, 3 minutes or something?
I haven't done anything yet.
No, but this is it. We remember these. We know that we might have bought them before, and we might have had a friend comment on them, and you think, I know how these work. If you don't know how they work, and you want to see what Nikki wants to do with them today, how they work and how many different ways you can use them, then stay tuned, because we're about to do that next. But have a look at this video with lots of finished examples of what you can make using these. Lots of glitter on that one.
There was lots of glitter on a lot of them. I think I've had
quite a few
glitter
of them.
moment.
Glitter moments. So we're lots of glitter moments. And we do have lots of stamps on our shows. You've already said,
We do.
Nikki.
We've got a lot of. We've got some Jane Davenport stamps. We've got some Spellbinder stamps. We've got, what else have we got?
Have a look at the website.
Justrite stamps we've got as well. There's a lot of stamps, and we have got some real good deals as well.
Yeah, layering stamps too, which are really easy to use when you've got your Stamp Perfect too.
And some of them as well are quite intricate, and what I find with the intricate ones, they're the ones that you tend to miss a little bit of. You know, it doesn't matter how many years you've been stamping, you will miss them. And these Justrite stamps, I tell you what, we'll do that poinsettia one because that is a really good example.
Oh, and those, look at those intricate ones there as well.
Yeah, the intricate ones. Now,
you might again, not ink all of them.
This is just going to be, I mean, I've got cards sat here ready to prep, but I'm kind of thinking, I'm just going to show you how to really use the actual Stamp Perfect positioning tool, rather than actually make a card for this one.
Right. Okay,
so all them demos that I've sat making till 1:30 in the morning.
You'll use them.
I will use them.
But not now.
I will. But it is really, really easy to use. So yours is going to come like this, okay? And you've got your magnets inside. So you've got your acrylic top there. It's all gridded. And then on here you've got your inches and you've also got your centimetres as well. Okay. I tend to use inches.
Either or.
Either or.
But it's good to have both.
It's there in both. And then you've got two magnets, okay? Now they are very, very, what's the word?
They are strong. They're very attractive.
Strong.
Yeah,
okay, so what I did with mine, I'm going to ask you to take one in one because sometimes if they click together too much, they're quite brittle, they might break.
Yeah, I've got, you're right. Yeah, no, I'm just joking. Yeah.
And then you're also getting a mat. Now, when I said to you earlier, you can actually use your rubber stamps and you can use your clear stamps, your clear photopolymer stamps. You can basically, you take your mat out to use your rubber stamps. Yeah. So you're going to need a little bit of a wider area, and then you're going to pop your mat in, and I'll show you how strong those. You give me one of your magnets.
Yeah, I was testing how strong they are.
Because even through that,
strong. Yeah,
it sticks on there.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Now, what I would do, I would suggest you cover your magnets in. This is just some clear tape that I've got.
But washi tape or
washi tape, masking tape, purely because you can grab them a little bit easier, and it means that if they do get together like that,
peel them away.
You just
I've noticed sliding them sometimes as well. Sliding
like
them
that. But look, if you've got nails like mine, it's just easier just to pop that like that. So that's how you're going to get it. So this is the larger one. So this is your 8x8. So great, as I say, if you're going to... did I just hear you say something?
You said 8x8 and I said 10 by 10.
10 by 10.
Yeah, that's okay, don't worry.
I saw an 8.
We're here to hold each other's hand and get through this.
Oh, really? Like you were when it just rained earlier and you just stood there watching me, and then I walk in the door.
It was torrential.
And you just said, "Are you okay, Nikki?"
It was torrential.
But there's umbrellas in the lobby. You could have walked out there with an umbrella for me.
I could have done, couldn't I? But it was more fun just to stand there
watching me
with
get all
Dougie
wet
and the night security guard doing the handover, going, "Oh look, there's Nikki running across the car park."
It was chucking it down, but I made it.
Literally, cats and dogs.
It was, and I've got wet trousers and
still wet. Yeah, your wet shoes, wet feet.
Right, so back to your stamp platform. So that's your larger one. Okay, so I'll show you how to work it. So if you're using, excuse me, your acrylic stamps, you're going to keep that foam mat in there. Again, there's also a grid on the bottom there as well.
Keys on the phone, best way to order is on the website, hochannah.com.
So I'm just going to grab my card, okay? I'm just going to grab the first stamp. I have no idea what it is. This one is your Mandela Blossom.
These are all on the show, so you should be able to find these on the web. So you've
actually got a really nice floral in here, and you've also got the Mandela stamp.
It does come with other stamps, this, so we'll bring in a photo to show you what the mandala comes with. And the mandala is a main circular mandala. You get your extra decorative one, but you also get these ones, Nikki.
Yeah, you're getting 4 in the whole set, so you don't have to choose.
No, you get all 13 stamps,
Right.
Okay.
So obviously this is rubber mounted and you've got your foam on the back. You're going to pop that. So say, for example, I'm thinking, I want it off the page a little bit, okay? So we're going to go a little bit off the page. Okay. So I'm just going to pop that on before I ink it. And there you now can see that that stamp is now stuck to the top.
Yeah.
I should have actually, before you do that, put your magnets on. Because that's the whole point of putting the magnets on.
You've got your foam in there, haven't you?
Yeah. So
with your mount.
You need your foam out.
Yeah. It's all right. Because you did tell us that, Nikki.
I did
say that,
and I kept it in, didn't I?
Because you'd said it, you then probably in your brain, you probably thought you had done it, but you had.
I just like black. That's what it was.
Okay. Yeah, it looks cool when you got the black on there instead of the green.
So you've got your magnets on there. You've got your mat out because I'm using my rubber stamp.
Are you happy with the way it's positioned as well?
Not now. I'm going to move it. So I'm going to move my paper down, and I'm going to move that around slightly. Move it down again, move it over there. You see how you can move it around?
You use the grid as well.
Yeah,
sometimes
so you can use the grid, make sure that's straight.
Yeah.
So if you wanted two identical corners, that's what you could do.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to pop that down there like that and pop it up. And then I'm going to ink it up, and I have no idea what colour. Choose a colour, any colour.
Yeah, that dark blue that you got there.
That one?
Yeah, go for that.
The cobalt blue.
Cobalt blue, yeah, okay. Oh, so it's be a bit lighter.
Right, so then, I've got the camera on there already. So I'm going to ink that up. Okay. Now, obviously, some of it's going to go onto your mat, because you don't actually need to only really ink where you're, you know, it's going to go on your card.
If you over-ink and get a bit on here, you're okay as well, aren't you?
Yeah, it's fine, because it's all cleanable. And then I'm just going to stamp that down. Now, it might stamp perfect.
And it probably has.
And it has actually stamped perfect. However, say if I missed a bit there, I'm going to go in, ink it up again, come back down, and it's in exactly the same position. That is how easy it is. Now, the only thing I would say is kind of clean your mat. I'm a little bit
between each one. Yeah,
I'm a little bit finicky on having a nice clean surface.
I agree.
And it keeps it nice and clean.
Comes off easily, doesn't it? And just water you spritz
I'm going to
there.
pop it so I'm just going to, hang on a minute, just dry that off a bit.
That's a permanent archival ink, so you don't want to...
And then I'm just going to pop that down again.
Leave that on for too long.
So we're just going to choose kind of like a design. Now, because I'm going to pop this back on my paper, I'm just going to damp that with my cloth or some kitchen towel. And then I'm going to, that's about there, okay?
That's beautiful.
Pop that down there again.
Just off the page.
Just off the page again, and then that's, see where that's on there now, but I know it isn't going to move.
As long as your magnets don't move, as long as you match where you are on the grid, you're okay.
Exactly. So, I'm just going to ink that up again. And I'm not going to do that side, because I know that isn't actually going to go on my card.
No, it's only going to go on your Stamp Perfect, isn't it?
And look at that.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Lovely. That's a beautiful stamp as well. If you fancy that stamp, bottom of the screen to get set.
It's really pretty, this is, and it's really lovely to colour as well. I've actually got a card somewhere, but I'm not going to say to go and find it, because we can perhaps go down the counter later and have a look.
We'll discover it later.
So I'm just going to wipe that off again, and I'm going to pop that just there. I'm going to have a whole one. Okay.
So it's a good size stamp for an 8x8 or a 7x7 card. You know, you're filling a nice big area.
So this is like a 6. I think I've got a 6x6 here.
6? Okay, yeah.
6x6 piece of card. So ink that up. Did I miss that bit? And then I'm going to go down. Just put a little bit of pressure on. Not too much. You don't need too much. I mean, some stamps you can just go like that with, but I'm a little bit. I'd rather look at that. And I'm thinking a little bit pale there.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, now if I'd have done that without this platform, with my acrylic block, that was it.
You'd be there forever. You'd be panicking, you'd be hovering with your acrylic block, thinking, and then you'd bail at the last minute, you wouldn't do it.
I'd just throw it away and start again, to be honest. So I'm just going to ink that up in the centre
Isn't it funny,
again.
even if you're using the same colour though, and you want to, even if it did stamp perfectly, but you want to get it more jet black or more
exactly, and a little bit more colour.
You can, can't you? You just stamp it over and over. Oh, that is
just perfect.
You've chosen a good stamp to demonstrate it with there, Nikki. Like really like intricate mandala.
Jimmy said, the director, how many times we're going to say perfect?
Oh yeah, he did say that.
I think we've said it quite a lot, but it does stamp perfectly. And I know there's a lot of crafters out there that have been crafting for many years. You're probably thinking the same as I did. Don't think I really need one.
Try it.
I'm not really sure that, you know, I've been using acrylic blocks for years and years.
Yeah.
I don't really need one. It's one of those tools that it isn't until you get it.
For the layering stamps, for the unwieldy stamps.
When you're creating your scenes.
Yep.
If you're stamping lots of, if you're making a lot of cards, it can get a little bit, to be perfectly honest, acrylic block, inking it up, blah, blah, blah. Backwards and forwards. It's here, ready. You take your paper off, you replace it. Yeah. Your stamp's in the same position.
Sometimes with the smaller stamps, but you mentioned this, you made me think of it, Nikki, you're building a scene, so you can actually position smaller stamps.
Yes.
take time positioning them, clear usually because you can see through them.
Yeah.
Then bring your lid down, pick them up, and then stamp
Easy.
it all in one go almost
It
as
is
well.
perfect.
It's a good little tool. This, and by the way, you're getting 2, and you're spending less than it would normally cost to buy 1, but you're getting 2 today thanks to a £35 special offer. It needs to be a special offer, because it's a one-day special. When it's a one-day special, it needs to stand out as a special deal for one day only. And you're getting the bigger 10x10. So for all your 4x4 cards, 5x5, 6x6, 7x7, 8x8, and for your scrapbook pages, you know, we are saying that's for your bigger projects. This one, perfect for the smaller cards, for the toppers, for the children maybe as well, if you trust them. I'm not sure I trust my children, but you know, honestly, they do.
Do you not let them touch your craft?
I don't really know. I let them have their own. They've got their own stuff.
Yeah.
And very rarely, I think there's one Sizzix heart die that I let them use, and that's it. Yeah.
You should get them give them a drawer, and then they just think they're the same as us.
They've got drawers. They do. They've got their 6 drawers, and they keep everything in there. And yeah. We're getting so many emails in from people saying how great this is as well. It's the 10x10 and the 7x9. Oh, I should also say it's coming from America, so there is a delay, a slight delay on the dispatch. It does say extended delivery. In my defence, it does say it down there. It's at 10 days, so 12 days, sorry, extended delivery. But that'll go quickly, you know, 12 days goes in no time. And of course, if you've done without it, you know, for a couple of months now since you've been waiting for us to come back, but you can't wait to get hold of it, you will get it, okay, just
definitely
after
worth
that 12
it.
days. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely worth it.
For sure. And so many people say the stories, they say, you know, oh, I stopped stamping for whatever reason, and now I can start again.
Do you know, to be honest, if you suffer with arthritis or anything, problems with your hands, this could actually solve that problem.
Fingers and wrists as well. I like how you say could, because you don't promise. You don't make the promise. You don't say, this will solve all the problems. But it could do. It could easily. And you want to work it. Are you being giggled at from behind the scenes?
It's Lou. It has to be Lou. She's doing this, she's doing that. And
oh, is it why you use it? So personal...
Well, there you go. That's from Lou herself.
Testimony.
I have no
Lou.
idea what she's saying. I'm nodding. She's just coming like this.
Here's Lou. Now, the camera's going to spin round so you can see Lou now quickly.
Oh, bless.
Lou, you're going to be on TV, just to warn you. You're about to be on the TV with your big trolley. There she is.
There she is.
She's just waved goodbye on a one-day special. Be careful. Careful.
She'll
Mind
be
those
back.
hips.
She's going to be back very soon.
Yeah,
back tomorrow.
Back tomorrow.
On Monday.
Not even giving her 12 hours off. No, we are. We are. We are. Right. Nikki, this is a brilliant scenario. Most of our emails can't believe the price as well. So £19.98 will get you both of these Stamp Perfects from Hampton Art. You should be looking at £55 or £54.98, but normally you'd be paying more for one than you are for both of them today. And this one's a really nice sort of tote bag size. That's the one that you'll be taking with you. You know, if you can see size-wise how big that is. That's a travel one, as it were, and the larger one is 10 by 10 inches. So Nikki, where are you at? You've got your tag.
Taking my mat this
You've got
time.
your mat back.
Only
All right.
because I remembered this time.
Yeah. We used mounted stamps before without
the foam. We did, and now I'm using my clear stamps. So these are some Jane Davenport stamps. And you know, the amount of times I've watched these shows and I thought, Leonie, this is not fair. Yeah. I need my hands on some Jane Davenport stamps. Yeah, no, and finally, I've actually got my hands on them. Yeah. And what we're using is, so these come in a set of 6.
Okay, we can show you a picture of these, because just in case, there's a freedom saving on these as well. So £44.90. Oh no, hang on a minute, I've remembered that wrong. £44.97. I thought it was one of them. It's actually Flexi, which is actually really good. Flexi by spread to the cost. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, really. So £19.99 to get all of them today, and then you've got your second payment of the same in a month's time. You've got your narwhal in there. You've got your lovely girl's hair, the women's hair floating away. Could be a mermaid.
Could be a mermaid.
You've got things like look at this. Look at this.
Your
heads as well on the left-hand side at the bottom.
Unicorn, which is what I'm going to use now.
Okay, yeah.
And one of the pretty lady heads. I'm not sure that they're called lady heads.
Lady heads, yeah.
What are they actually called? Flower girls.
The flower girls.
They're flower girls. Look, they're flowers in their hair.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've got the poppy. You've got little daisies. Those.
Oh my gosh, that's such a cool design. Like a hydrangea or something, maybe.
Yeah, probably one of them ones that you wouldn't see until you stamp it.
Oh, and then look at this.
And
like
then you've got that lovely big one there.
Yeah. Oh.
So,
what a cool
what I've
design.
kind of thought I'm going to do, you know I said I wasn't going to make anything. Well, I've changed my mind.
You're allowed to change your mind?
Because I'm allowed to change my mind, because up the other end I've got a sample that I made and it's a tag. Okay. And I thought, well, it's such a shame that I don't actually get to make this tag on air.
I'll grab it.
So it's slightly different because I'm using a different lady head this time.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Ben's handed me these. I don't know why, to be honest. I'll just
because
put
they're
them
out
down.
of the same set.
Oh, are they? Okay. Oh, I didn't look. Yeah, okay.
So if you order, I think.
Thank you. Thank you. He's a good floor manager, isn't he?
He's brilliant, isn't he?
Yeah.
I bet he would have come out with an umbrella if he saw me getting wet.
He would have done. I did nothing to help you, Nikki.
Nothing at all.
I don't want to treat different guests differently, Nikki.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I thought I was special.
I want to treat them all badly.
I thought I was special.
You are. You are.
You tell that to every guest, don't you? That's the thing.
Yeah. That's Lou. So there you go. I'm really getting in trouble today. Here are, ladies. There's the unicorn that you're going to use. And then there, I mean, look at these.
Yes, so with her, I've actually used, I don't know what she's called. What's she called? It's going to be one of them shows
she's
today,
like Poppy, isn't she, that one?
Yeah, you've got the Poppy. She's actually called Poppy Girl.
Oh, Poppy Girl, okay.
Poppy Girl.
They are available individually as well, so you can jump on the website to get them.
And do you know what I loved about this is because I haven't done, you know, I kind of stick. We get stuck in a rut as crafters, especially when we guest demonstrate. Yeah. And we're given certain products, and then you kind of get a style, and then you lose your kind of mojo because you're using this.
That's what people are expecting me to do.
Exactly,
that's what I'm going to do.
because normally you see me with lots of flowers, lots of layers.
Die-cut flower,
But with these stamps, it was
You've
just
really
like,
set yourself free here, actually.
It was, and they are so easy to use, especially when using the stamp platform, because I could layer it up, I could add those florals on the background. Yeah, you could build a scene with this one, couldn't you? Like, you've got all of that going on here. And then that one there, you see, so I've just added those poppies around. It's just something a bit different, and I love them.
I'm sure you've enjoyed yourself.
I mean, I love Jane Davenport's work anyway. So
who doesn't? Yeah, I mean, so we've got this tag here. Are you kind of...
So we're going to kind of make something similar. I'm just going to show you how I've stamped it up. We're not going to... I don't think we need to colour it because I want to show as many different techniques.
You'll show the stamping more than the colouring today.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I've already stamped my girl. In actual fact, I might later on show you how easy it is to colour these. We'll see how we get on, because I know sales are going really well with this, and we don't want to sell out before I get to the end of the shows, because we've got 5 shows, obviously. So I'm going to kind of work out where I'm going to put her. So I'm going to do it slightly different to that tag that you've just shown, and then I'm going to kind of work out where my unicorn's going. So if my unicorn's going there, I need to move. And I want as much as my unicorn showing.
That's a brilliant unicorn, isn't it?
So that's where my unicorn's going to go. Just going to bring that down and pop that down. Easy. I haven't stamped it, obviously, but it's just as easy as that. Okay, just make sure that stays, because I'm bringing that down. I might put my magnet up there and move it around slightly. Just make sure. There we go. That's where you need to have, just be careful, because it's
where that other magnet.
That's where the magnet's going to go.
Almost 20% of this one day special stock has already gone. We only launched it at 6 o'clock, 23 minutes ago. But so many people emailing in, complimenting the wonderful, wonderful Stamp Perfect positioning tools and saying how much they love them, having bought them before. You can get yours today with a £35 saving.
I'm just going to ink this up. I have no idea why I picked this colour, but I think it's going to look nice. It actually matches the...
Oh, the Hampton Art brand.
The Hampton Art brand. Yeah. So just ink that up. I think I've got it all there.
It's a good colour for a unicorn.
And then I'm going to pop that down. Again, just pop. So this is obviously your clear stamp. Again, not much pressure. And then I'm going to lift that up.
Hey.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if it wasn't, you would just re-ink or reapply with more pressure.
If it wasn't, I'd just add a bit more ink, bring that down, stamp it down again, and away you go.
And the magnets are stopping your project from moving.
So again, I'm going to pop that down there, because I've got a little heart and a star in there.
In the same set?
In the same set. And I'm going to
You can get these stamp sets individually if you want, but bottom of the screen to get them in a bundle with a saving and on Flexi Buy, so they're just under £20 today for all of them.
And then I'm going to pop that down.
On the first payment of 2.
I'm going to move her out of the way for a second, and then I'm going to grab some pink ink. Nice fuchsia pink. Now, we'll do this on the next demonstration actually, because I've got some nice big stamps that actually have got a lot of area to. They're like what do you call it? They're not decorative. Yeah, they're kind of more solid stamps. Yeah, okay. But I mean, just look, if that hadn't have stamped right, I just bring it down. So I'm going to hold that there again. Just going to bring a heart there, and then I'm going to pop another there. So I'm just going to pop that up there. Make sure that's the right way, because my eyes are there. Pop that down.
Your eyes shouldn't be going in your 30s, Nikki.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. You should make an appointment.
No, you've made up for the no umbrella.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Basically,
you.
it was a massive downpour earlier on, and Nikki was running across the car park towards the building, and I just watched.
Yes,
sorry.
I'm still going on about it.
You're still mentioning it.
But now you've just...
I've brought it back.
Yeah, you brought it back.
Yeah,
you're my best friend.
Hey.
Right, so...
It was 2 hours ago now.
And then that will go on there. Where's my...
This one?
The one that I've done already. And then I've inked it up and then I've coloured it. And I just think they're gorgeous stamps. So this is that one that we said we weren't sure what the flower is, but it's just a gorgeous... Made it look like
really nice just behind her, isn't it? So it just works so well. Yeah. And it's because, you know, you've got these stamps with the detail. You've got the shading on the unicorn. You've got the detail on her tail as well, and the horn. You want to get it right, and if you don't get it right first time, you know, rather than just throwing your tag away or starting your project again, basically it just eliminates all that hassle on that, oh gosh, it's gone wrong. Happy times.
Yeah, happy times. And I'm going to pop that there because I'm not going to finish it. I said
that could be a work in progress. You could come back to any of these.
I can come back to any,
bits in. These are all techniques
so I'm going to pop these in there, take those stamps there.
This is the one-day special. We've got lots of cards. Nikki, did you make all these cards on the video that we're about to see?
Yes, I did. Yeah, you did. I did.
I think that's worth saying. Yeah.
Very, very different for me. Absolutely have loved every minute of it.
OK, well, have a look at this video. These are all Nikki's cards. I think that's worth knowing before you watch it. So enjoy all of the styles that you can do using this wonderful Stamp Perfect. Lovely to see all those cards and different projects that are made using the wonderful Stamp Perfect, and it is a positioning tool for your stamps, whether they are clear, unmounted or mounted rubber stamps as well. It's 152547 to find it and order it. And, you know, we are so busy on this. £35 off, making it $19.98. Why should you trust me when I say it is an amazing stamp positioning tool? Because I use one, and also my alter ego, Matt Cardstock, does believe in being able to mat and layer, but also be able to get that stamp perfect when you are layering 3 or 4 stamps together, or whether you're stamping something that's incredibly detailed. You just need to re-ink and repress with your stamp and get it right first time. If not first time, second or third time as well. So 152547 to find your one-day special. The really cool thing is to get it now. It's actually a really, really good idea because you've got the big one. You use either one at home depending on the size of your project. You know, for the smaller ATCs or for your tags maybe. When would you use the bigger one particularly? When maybe for the bigger backgrounds, scrapbook pages, maybe when you're matting and layering with an 8x8 card or bigger maybe, you know, for the backgrounds. So when or use the bigger one for all of your projects, you know, give the smaller one to a best friend, maybe. But at this price kind of thing, you'd buy your friend 2 of these or let them know about it, really, wouldn't you? Even if it's not their birthday or Christmas for a while. you'd maybe keep them in store, potentially. 20% of the stock is gone at just 1/2 the hour. And because we've struggled to keep them in stock before, because we were planning this show, we wouldn't plan it, you know, weeks or months in advance and say, oh yeah, how few can you get? We've been more like, how many can you get us? So we've got a nice big stock available, but it's already dwindling. So it's going fast with 20% already gone. Congratulations on your purchase already. £35 off today, thanks to the one-day special, means that it's costing less for 2 of them than you would normally pay for 1. You'd normally pay more just for 1 of them, but you're getting both of them today for less. 152547 to order now, and start stamping again, or get even more professional results with these stamping with them. We've got some really cool stamps on the show as well. And some bundles as well of mounted red rubber stamps. You see, they are from Spellbinders. They are available individually, but this is the mandala stamp that Nikki was using at the very, very beginning. This is a beautiful heart design just over here. Isn't that lovely? That's a stunner, that is. Now, see, I wonder why that one is turned around. Is it... oh, yeah, there we go. I'll just to see, because that is a bit slippery, that one. There we are, that'll work. Yeah, it's £17.98 today if you're with Freedom, and then £17.98 next month if you're a Freedom member, and they are £10 off from Spellbinders. 747, like the plane, 035 to order. And we've got some wonderful samples there just behind. You can see that background border. That's how these are made so precisely, using the Stamp Perfect positioning tool from Hampton Art. And these are bigger cards as well. So when you're getting it right and matting and layering, you want to make those precise results and sort of position these correctly. You know, this is how to do it. Using the Stamp Perfect. Basically, you're getting all of the stamps for £35.96, including P&P, when you're a Freedom member. And if you want to just get 1 or 2 of the sets, then they are available individually as well. So 747035 to order now. And then on the next bundle of stamps here, we've got a nice mixture of different sort of brands on the stamps as well. So we've seen Jane Davenport being used by Nikki. We've just seen Spellbinders there as well. Hampton Art are bringing you the Stamp Perfect positioning tool. These stamps are also Spellbinders. And if you're building these backgrounds where you want precision, so you want the 4 corners done properly, and you want to get that positioned in the middle correctly as well, with your mat and layer. You want to get that right first time, don't you? Well, you can use that because you're using the grid system on the stamp positioning tool from Hampton Art, and because of the grid system you can get your measurements exactly right with that. That's just something just for you there, that one. The left hand side, just to the other side of that, look here. So you're building a little scene, so stamping the same stamp a couple of times, but you're choosing where it goes and getting it right before you ink it up. So you place this daisy on, and then you place this one, but you want to get it up and over or mask off or something, and then you want to position this one on there and get that one at the right angle. But you're doing all of that because of the stamp positioning tool. You're doing all of that before you've even inked your stamps. That's what makes it so easy to use. These are all mounted red rubber stamps as well. So if I just choose one, there you go. You can sort of see the red rubber there, can't you, without sort of disturbing the display at all. There's the wonderful stamps that we were just using on that last design, and then that beautiful big display of leaves just in that floral blossom. These are really nice. There's the peonies now. And then there are 4 stamps here in this next set with the large peonies, and then the feathers. Look at those. So very detailed feathers. So with this one here, can you imagine stamping it like once and then maybe not getting all that detail on the feather quite right? And then you think, oh gosh, now I've got to start again or throw it away. But with the Stamp Perfect positioning tool, you re-ink, you go back in straight away without even moving your project, and you can get it right. If you don't get it right first time, you promise to get it right second time. That's what I've always told my managers over the years as well. If you can say anything, as long as you say it nicely, say, I'm so sorry, I got it wrong the first time. I'll aim to get it right. Endeavour, that's always a good word. I'll endeavour to get it right the next time. And they say, well, I can't say fairer than that. I won't fire you today. So yeah, not this time, but tune in next week, and you never know. So yeah, you will get the whole bundle, or you can get the individuals as well. So yeah, we've seen Jane Davenport stamps being used on our demonstration with Nikki, and these are the bundle. This is all the stamps together in the one. You can get each one. If you prefer the narwhal down here, or if you prefer the lovely unicorn up here, or if you want to get hold of the, I want to call them lady heads now, but it's actually flower girls, but lady heads is good. But yeah, the flower girls are there. And as we tilt down, you'll see the next set there from Jane Davenport. It's called Hairlines, with that wonderful shot. I've got a great card with this that Nikki's made using the hairlines. If you want to extend those even further, I bet you could have a load of fun with them. But you can see there on the hairlines, proper background on that too, using the other stamps to create it. That's lovely, isn't it? You get all 24 stamps across the 6 sets, and they are $19.99 today and $19.99 next month. I'll just quickly wave this in your general direction as well, because that's the tag that we used as inspiration for our last demonstration with the unicorn. And then our last one there, Poppy Girl, with the poppies in her hair, literally poppies in her hair. I don't know where the poppies end and the hair begins, or where the hair ends and the poppies begin. So yeah, 914813. Rather have poppies in my hair than a snail in my hair, because Catherine was telling that story yesterday about finding a snail in her hair. Yeah. Catherine Sturrock. It's a horrendous story. Seriously, even made the local paper. So, 9148, it didn't. 914813 is your item number. Here's the website to get hold of everything else. Lots of individuals. If you don't want to go for the bundles, that's fine. If there's just a particular stamp that you want. But on a bundle, you'll get the benefits like FlexiBuy or Freedom as well. And if you've just tuned in thinking, oh my goodness me, there's a lot of stamps on this show, it's because it's a stamping show where we're showing you the wonderful Stamp Perfect positioning tool, but it is actually positioning tools plural, because you're getting both the 10x10 and the 7x9, so you're getting both tools. One's quite portable. They're both portable, to be fair, but you are getting both of them in the bundle today as the one-day special. There's the, I won't call it the mini one, but it's not small, it's 9x7, and then you've got your 10x10 just there as well. Nikki, you're ready with the lovely Stamp Perfect again?
I am. So again, what did we use last? We used clear last time, didn't we?
We went mounted rubber, then we went clear.
I'm going to use clear again.
Okay.
Okay, and this is the Stitch Sunflowers Vintage Labels by Justrite, which we have got on the show. And there's the card there. Do you want to show everyone the card while I take the stamps off?
Very nice, yeah.
So,
$9.98 for these stamps. That's a good price, isn't it? £6 off.
Again, these stamps, because you've got like that black area there, is probably one that I probably would have had to attempt to probably do once or twice.
A lot of ink.
And a lot of ink.
Yeah, you're building it up, basically.
Yeah, building it up. But you could add a slightly different colour to the centre as well. What size have I used? I've used both, haven't I? Yeah. So you've got 2 different sizes in there, and I'm actually going to do this background different. Can I actually get to finish it? Should we finish this card?
Yes, yeah,
Let's finish the card.
I thought you were shouting at me for a minute.
No. It's just that the poor viewers out there are probably thinking, Nikki, you haven't finished anything yet. You've done stamping,
it's just
but
like,
you've not
can I actually? I was like, oh gosh,
I'm going to anyway. I'm asking, but I'm going to anyway.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So do whatever you want.
I think actually I'm going to do it slightly different.
Just don't involve me.
Okay,
just don't hurt me, please.
I'm going to work out. I'm going to go a little bit off the page again, and I don't know. I could stamp them both together because I know that it's going to take it. And I'm going to stamp it in. I am going to stamp it in black.
Go solid.
Okay, I'm going to go really solid. Okay, so I know I've got all that solid in the centre there.
Yeah, we're losing stock as we speak. It's been a very, very busy hour indeed. We've got a big starting stock, but it is already dwindling, considering we're only on our first hour, 38 minutes into our first hour, with over 20% gone.
Oh, now look.
For both. Oh, this is a good demonstration.
This is a good one. Okay, apart from the fact that I think I might have just moved my cards.
Oh, start again. I'm
gonna give it a go, because it might not have moved. Okay. It just felt like it moved. It just didn't stick a bit. So I didn't put enough pressure on it. Okay, and I knew I didn't. I did it on kind of
half on purpose.
A little, yeah, because I wanted to show you If that was me at home, I'd be thinking, right, start again, turn it over.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't waste. I'm just hoping it didn't move. If it did move.
Let's find out.
It did move. No, it did move.
Okay,
it did move.
Yeah.
And it was my fault. But again, just
Sticky
turn
stamps,
that over.
polymer.
Yeah, and to be honest, they've only been once or twice I've used them. So ink them up again.
Really press that jet black ink in there, Nikki. Go on.
Go on.
Go for it.
And then I'm just going to pull that down, okay, and just put a little bit more pressure on this time.
Do this gently now. When you lift it gently.
I will.
That's it. Hold on to your project.
Just moving. It's stuck. Very sticky.
Nice, but you still need to build up your ink layers.
I still need to build it up. But do you know, you could actually build it up with a slightly different colour, because if you think of a sunflower, it's got a bit like a browny tone in it as well.
It's a good song, that, actually. There's a song out at the moment, Sunflower, by someone called Post Malone. It's a good one. If you look that up, look it up on the web, Sunflower.
And then I'm going to pop that down again. So I've now built that up with 2 different colours. Just make sure it doesn't...
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Build it up again. That didn't even show. What happened? Where's the brown on there?
I can see a little bit in there.
Can you?
Yeah, there. It's a sort of coffee tone, especially in the smaller one.
Is it? I'll tell you what, let's go for a slightly darker colour.
You might need to reinvigorate your ink.
You know when I said I might finish a card?
Yeah. Should we forget that?
Don't hold your breath on that one. Right, so now I've gone for sepia. So
don't mind what colour it is, as long as it works, Nikki. Really?
It will.
Always a fun show with you.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
And you've got like that brown tone just going in there slightly.
We're building up our pigment.
So I built it up.
Yeah.
Right, now I'm going to move my magnets.
So especially these stamp perfect positioning tools, really useful when you've got a lot of dark areas, black areas, silhouette areas in your stamp. So perfect for building up your ink layers for your solid images.
That there. And then I'm going to pop that down, bring that up again so it's level. And we're going to start off, I'm going to move my magnets a little bit to make sure it doesn't move. Yeah. So I'm going to bring that down so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm inking up. It's got a bit of a, don't know what it's got on there. I can see it. Oh no, I've got it all over my finger. Okay. Right, so just ink that up.
Flexi lid always helps as well. A lot of people have been getting in touch with us saying they really like the fact that it's a slightly, there's a bit of give in the lid.
You've got give in it, and it's very light as well. I mean, I find...
Well made.
Do you know how many acrylic blocks I usually bring with me?
I've seen you. You leave a stack of them.
I have a stack of them because I'm using so many because I'm going from one to the other. Yeah. And different stamps on different ones. You just need 1 or 2.
Or 2 because you've got 2 in the one day special.
Because you've got 2 in the one day special.
Of course you have 10 by 10 and a 7 by 9.
Right, now let's go for that brown. Oh. So now ink that up again.
Even if you bought 2 of the one day specials, so 1 for you and 1 for a friend, where you're getting 4 Stamp Perfects, 2 big ones, 2 small ones, it's still less than if you're buying them normally without the saving outside of the one day special. So £35 off. Very good time to buy them when they're on offer on the one day special.
1 more for luck. Oh, look at that.
That's nice.
Now I just want to add a little bit of brown to the tip there.
Oh, we wouldn't have even spotted that.
Yeah, I know, but it's because I wanted it to. I want it to have different. Yeah, I want it to be perfect.
You're a perfectionist.
You know, but I wouldn't have been able to do that.
Yeah.
If I was using my acrylic block. On those ones, I'm actually happier with these because you've got better two-tone colour there.
Such precision with this.
And then I've got that there, so I might be able to stick another one there. Okay, so just pop this over. And I just want that smaller one just there. Take that one off. Bring that down. Just to make sure it doesn't move. So I'm going to put a little bit of black on first. I think actually my black ink might be running out.
Do you think? Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad it is, because it's giving me a really nice... I mean, how many times have I brush bought? That's the second time.
A good layering demonstration here.
And it actually needs one more. Okay, so just ink that up.
Okay.
And then... Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, I'm still thinking I need another one up there.
Or something. I don't know. Does
yeah,
it have to be?
no, it's got to be.
You sure? Just right off the page?
Yeah, just right off the page, just there.
Yeah, just a petal.
Like that.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, look.
So it's done a slight imprint
already.
already.
Yeah, because I didn't take the ink off of it.
It's all right.
And... pop that there. And then just bring that down again.
Oh yeah, you're right
look
about
at that.
Nikki.
Look, see, it needed that.
Yeah, it did.
Right, so I'm happy with that as it is, and then I've got a little tiny butterfly. Okay, and I'm not going to put too many on, but I want to add a few butterflies. So this one is out. I can't see where the flat end is.
So this is a clear stamp that you've obviously used with the yellow ink before.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
So
don't worry about that with your stamps, by the way.
The Vintage Labels 2 and 3.
Vintage,
so
but that's on the show too, actually, coincidentally. Yeah, okay. So here it is. It's up there. Don't worry about your stamps like getting discoloured with ink, by the way, because that's what happens. I know you know that, but if anyone's new to stamping...
Yeah, I do clean them. I am actually being pretty good.
Yeah, no, I trust you.
Look, I've got my cloth.
You got the cloth there? Yeah, it's fine. Wipe them off afterwards. So no baby wipes or anything?
No,
just a nice cloth
do you
that you
know,
can
I'll be
reuse.
honest with you.
Yeah?
I don't tend to... I've stopped using them because it's not fair on the environment, so I've got my cloth. Right, so I need to stamp
Word is
that
spreading
again.
about these wipes, which is good.
And then I'm going to put one up there, look.
We did all right without plastic for, well, I don't know, thousands of years. It's just the last sort of 100 or so.
I know, then you get used to it, don't you?
Yeah.
And it's just...
It's all right if you're going to use it over and over, like your Hampton Art Stamp Perfect Positioning tools. You look after them and last you a lifetime potentially.
And then I'm going to put one there.
Yeah. It's the single use, isn't it? You wouldn't use your Stamp Perfect Positioning tool once and then put it.
No.
Well, you can at this price. If you're Jay-Z, you can buy one for every day of the year, 1998, with £35 off. Never use your stamp positioning tool twice. No, we don't condone that. I'm obviously joking. 152547 gets you both tools, and like I say, if you look after them and treat them well, they will last you a long, long time. Almost a quarter of the stock is gone on these after launching them at 6 p.m. tonight when we went live. We did have loads, to put it into words, but they are going. So yeah, 10 by 10 is this big one here, 10 inches by 10 inches, and then this one is 9 inches by 7 inches. Brilliant for sort of taking with you, or brilliant for the smaller projects at home if you don't want to get the big one out. Both brilliant, and you're paying less for 2 of them today than you would normally for 1 with your Stamp Perfect Positioning tools. They're ace. 152547.
I don't actually think I'm going to time to do this.
Oh, we've got a question from Françoise from France. Bonsoir, Françoise. Just out of curiosity, what is the ink in the circular pots that
They are actually pan pastels, because that's all I had. But Jane Davenport does a very similar. It's like a chalk powder.
Very nice.
It's like a makeup, basically.
Okay.
And then just colour that. I'm not going to finish this because I want to go back. I want to go playing with my...
Here's one for Jimmy, our director. Extra Suave.
I think they all have that word on it, don't they?
Are they? Oh, they all are then. Extra soft, extra suave. Oh, they do all have that on them, yeah. Well, we'll have to buy them a whole set then, won't we? We'll have to get a couple for Ben, our floor manager, as well. He's suave. Suave is a good word. We need to use that more
I'm
often.
not looking up at Ben today, because every time I look at him, he's smiling. I start laughing.
Smiling, isn't he? He's like, he laughs at me, and I don't even say or do anything silly, and he laughs.
I know, he's got such a cheeky little smile, isn't he?
Yeah. He's got a very infectious laugh as well. And we have to see this. We can't make him laugh to order because it just has to be something funny, but he will smile for you, potentially, but I'd have to spin the camera around. So if Ben moved to there, we might be able to catch him. Got a good smile. Look at this. Smile that melts 1,000 hearts. Look at that. Go, and point to the camera, go on.
I want to go back to my stamping platform.
Okay.
No.
No,
you haven't. I didn't tell you.
I've upset him.
Oh,
I don't know what I've done, but go on, Nikki, change the subject. Go on.
No, it's all right. I was just saying, I actually want to go back to my stamping platform.
Yes.
But I just wanted to show you how really pretty these stamps are.
Oh, they're lovely, but you wouldn't be able to colour them. It's so beautiful and get that sharpness without the stamp.
This one as well that I've stamped with it, and this is what I wanted to show you, some of the Justrite stamps. Okay, so forget the card. We're not making a card,
no worries,
but just how lovely those stamps are. I did really just want to explain that to you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's how it would turn out as well. That's what we used as inspiration. And just to rewind while we just get another couple of bits out for our next demonstration, next technique, as it were. That's the card that we would make if we were to continue with the technique of building up your backdrop there. This is what we've done so far as well. So we had our tag there using some of our Jane Davenport stamps. And again, the detail in that unicorn, if you don't get it quite right the first time, thank you, Nikki. If you don't get it quite right the first time, you're
just going to keep going in, in stamping. And
restamping. And then look at this really detailed stamp, also available from the Spellbinders set. You'd be there all day trying to get that just right with a sort of cross between a succulent and a mandala. You've got so much detail in that, but thanks to the amazing Stamp Perfect, you don't need to worry. You don't need to start hovering with acrylic blocks getting it right. Just re-ink your stamp and repress it without worrying about getting it in the same place, because it's static. It's on your Stamp Perfect platform.
Right, I'll tell you what we'll do.
You're getting both of them today with £35 off as well. So you'll get both for less than the price that you'd normally pay for just one of them. And you get the 4 magnets with these as well. And there you've got the Stamp Perfect name, all from Hampton Art, 152547. They are coming from the United States of America, which is a long way away. So we've got a delay of, did we say 12 days? So yeah, 12 days extended delivery date, seeing as they are coming from the States, 1998. Plus delivery gets you both. Nikki, you've got a lot of stamps to play with today.
I know, and there's just too many, and they shouldn't give me this many, should they, really? Because I've just changed my mind 3 times.
I like the fact that you've got a layering set, though.
Yes, so this is what I thought. So I've gone back to the original demo that I said I was going to do.
Yeah, sticking to the plan, I see.
Yeah, sticking to the plan. So this is the multi-step poinsettia stamp. Okay, so basically what you'll notice, I'll keep that back on there again. You'll notice the poinsettias are actually numbered. So you've got 2A, 2B, 1A, 1B, 1D, 3B, 3A, 4B, blah, 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 all the way across. Apart from your sentiments, they're not numbered. And the reason being is because it's a layering stamp. So you're basically building it up. We also have, I do believe, the die that coordinates with it.
Yeah, comes with it, actually, I think.
I haven't got any made up, but if you watch the shows on Thursday...
Yes.
I'll be showing you how to make some 3-dimensional poinsettias with them.
Saturday now.
Saturday?
Saturday today, so Thursday you're back, are you?
Yeah, Thursday. But we'll be having these back on, and I'll be able to show you actually how you actually make these into a
So buy them now, get them.
flower.
They might well be delivered in time as well. So, yeah, do get involved. 081 023.
Right, so I'm just going to...
Good price.
Pop that down.
Is
that for the die as well?
Yeah, £13 off, so it's $14.99 for the dies as well.
Okay.
So just double take to that.
I could be really naughty, and I'm not going to show you the card.
Okay. This is a bit of a flash forward to Thursday.
Yeah. So if we hold that up, look.
Oh, is that a poinsettia?
Look at that.
Yeah. Ooh,
I'm covering the card because I'm not showing you.
Yeah, you just got that in the suitcase, yeah.
That is made up of that stamp that I'm just using, and the die. So if you do like that, because you know I do like my 3-dimensional flowers, and that is, I love the shape of this one. It's a very realistic one. Okay. Right, go back to the demo, shall we?
Yes, yeah. Back to it, because we've got like 4 minutes now. Well,
right, so I'm going to layer it up.
3 minutes.
So I'm going to start with the big one.
One especially very busy when you launched it with it at 6 p.m. tonight, and you're getting both Stamp Perfect positioning tools for $19.98.
And I'm going to go in with a darker colour. So I'm going to go. Oh, I don't know what colour now.
That's good.
Oh, I could be here all day.
Red.
Right.
Red
now,
geranium.
I actually want a few different kind of colours in it. So I don't want this again. I'm layering it up. I don't want it all one colour. So So now I'm going to go in with this darker colour. I hope this is darker.
Yeah, I think you started with red geranium. This is plums.
Yeah,
I'm hoping.
so this is going to be darker, okay.
Are plums darker than geraniums? They are usually. My plums, dark and succulent, ready for market. Right.
There we go, just give it a bit more of a, because I don't want it all to be one colour, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to go in with layering. A little bit of lighter colour now.
A quarter of the stock's gone after we launched at 6 o'clock with our one-day special. And you launched just under an hour ago.
So
Thank you so much if you bought it.
And then I'm going to go in with that brighter red colour.
And thank you for all the emails if you've already bought it another day as well and just got back in touch to let us know how pleased you are with it as well.
And then I'm going to go in with the second one, which is... Can't read it.
Is that B?
It's 1B.
Is it 1B? Yeah.
Yeah.
One. So you've used 1A.
I'll tell you why I couldn't see it. I've got my little.
Oh, you've stuck a flower on top of it. So you've used 1A.
And then I'm going to use
using 1B.
So now 1B, we need to put that over like that. You see how that fits in there?
You've got
like
the packaging as well, haven't you? As a guide.
Take that. Yes. So there is actually a video tutorial because I'm actually doing this pretty quick on YouTube. And again, I'm going to go in a slightly darker colour. Now they do it in just 2 different colours, but Nikki does it her own way.
Nikki does it her own way, does she?
Gets me into trouble sometimes, but
have it your way.
I like it something a little bit different. And then I'm going to go in with that nice bright red now. Again,
That's
if you was
lovely.
doing this with your acrylic block, there's no way you could match this up.
You wouldn't layer as easily. You've gone back in on that stamped image about 5 or 6 times now.
Just go in with
There's no way you trust yourself without the lovely stamp positioning tool.
I might go in with a slightly darker red, like that. I'm leaving it.
You can leave
because
that,
I'm happy with that. Because now
1 minute on the show.
I'm going to go in with what colour? I did use the right one.
Stamp positioning tools plural.
Because now you've got the little detail on that poinsettia. Okay, so again, I'm going to bring that down. And now this is now where, because I've used all my darks, so I might have to go in there with black so you can see it, because I'm not sure if... We're nearly up to the end of the show, aren't we?
We're going right up to the wire here. 30
we
seconds,
are.
25 seconds now.
Oh, look at that, look.
Oh.
And then you've got your centre, which is going to go in there.
We may not have time for this.
I mean, you know what I'm like with my centres. I'd put your prills in there. I'd put your... And I'm telling you now, Nikki, you would not want to do that with an acrylic block.
Get your one-day special. Nikki's going to be back at 8 o'clock. You've used every second then.